What's up guys, Kevin or the Sports Geek here, and I'm back with another video. It's been a while. I did do a video over at Fantasy Labs last week for the golf, but I haven't done one on my YouTube channel in a while. So I'm back this week with my DraftKings picks for the AT&T Byron Nelson. So this should be a good tournament. I've got my Sports Geek Pro model pulled up here over at Fantasy Labs. If you don't have an account at Fantasy Labs yet, make sure you use the link in the YouTube description below. But for you, those of you who have a subscription at Fantasy Labs, you can go into the Sports Geek model and find all the top rated golfers. These are 4 guys that are pretty highly rated on the Sports Geek model, and 4 guys that I'll be playing quite a bit of this week. Probably somewhere between 15 to 20% of my lineups for each of these guys. And given their prices, I like them quite a bit. So again, I like to say this at the start of every video. I do more research than what I talk about in the video, but to make these videos a little shorter, I just kind of talk about recent form and course history for the most part. So starting off, we got Bud Cauley, 7,800. If we look at his course history, he finished 4th here last year, did miss the cut in 2014, but I really like that 4th place finish given his recent form. If you look at his recent form, he hasn't played since the Texas Open, maybe about 3 weeks ago, but he finished 10th there, and then he finished 9th at the Heritage. A couple missed cuts before that, but the 2 most recent tournaments played really well, and good course history at this course. So I'm expecting Bud Cauley to have a pretty good week and weekend, and hopefully pay off that $7,800 salary. Next up here, Byung-Hun An, $8,000. No course history here, which might make him a little lower owned than he should be, given his recent form. You can see here he hasn't missed a cut in forever, and some of his more recent finishes: 33rd at the Masters, 40th at Texas Open, and then 8th at the Wells Fargo Championship 2 weeks ago. So that's a solid finish heading into this tournament, and just given the fact that he hasn't missed a cut in forever, and he's gotten quite a few top 15 finishes this year. Really like him, really like his price at $8,000, and he might be lower owned just because of no course history here at the AT&T Byron Nelson. So Byung-Hun An, like him quite a bit. Next up, Jason Dufner, 8,800. Similar price range here with Dufner. Probably be higher owned given his course history. If you look at it here, he won in 2012, finished 8th the year before that, and then more recently 33rd, 48th, 8th, and 24th. So a lot of good finishes here. No missed cuts, at least from this data here, since 2011. And his recent form has been pretty solid. He missed a cut back in January, but since then he's got a number of top 25 finishes. 11th at the Heritage, which I believe is a par 70 as well, and 60th at the Players this past week. So not a great weekend for him, but he did make the cut there, and I really like him at 8,800 this week. And the last golfer here is Ollie Schneiderjans, 7,700. Again, he's another guy with no course history, so I'm kind of hoping he gets overlooked a little bit. But he is usually somewhat popular on DraftKings, just given his play this year has been pretty solid. If you look here, we've got a couple top 10 finishes in 2017. Farmers Insurance Open, 9th. Genesis Open, 8th. The Heritage, 3rd, so another kind of comparable course. And the Texas Open, 18th. So he's in really good form right now. No course history, but 7,700 is a great price for him. He's a great golfer. Should be pretty highly owned. I'm surprised he's projected 5 to 8. I would kind of probably switch maybe Bud Cauley and Schneiderjans around. I think that Schneiderjans might be closer to 15. I would think Bud Cauley might be 10% or lower, but maybe not, just given his 4th place finish last year. But I think Schneiderjans is a better golfer, and he's a bit cheaper here at 7,700. So I think he'll be maybe a little higher owned than this, but definitely a great play at 7,700. I think all these guys are pretty solid plays for their price. Hopefully all of them make the cut. Maybe one of them can win this week for us. And those are my picks for this week's AT&T Byron Nelson Championship. So good luck this week, guys. Hope you guys make some money, and I'm hopefully going to be back with a video next week as well. Smash that like button if you guys are enjoying this video. And again, good luck.